back already. So saying going to separate video for the boost uh, and how to manage a boost. Because even in plat level to diamond level, you see players just exhausting their own boost or their own tank, and in the end they just are just flipping around on zero boost, trying to save their ass instead of just getting back the boost right after they had the first hit, which would just be safer for the team and would be better for your next action if the ball didn't go into the goal. So knowing the patterns of the field, knowing the limits of the arena, and you're going to try to include that into your game. So every time the ball is in the center on the other half, and you're in defense in the middle, there's always a V shape. You got left and you got right. So at any time you need to cover those two angles. So you need to know what the ball's gonna do, where and when you will be able to get to it first. So a lot of players, they just use their boost, then get to the ball, and then just try to get it on the goal, and just use up all the boost without thinking about it, just try dribbling and all that without even having a pattern. So if you start to manage your boost and to pay attention to your movements towards the boost and how you organize your movement on the field, including the boost, then you will get a better and faster gameplay, and you will have more opportunities because you're using more of the field at all times. So give a little example. If I'm defending, I take a shot and I boost into the ball to save it, and then I just continue on and try to defend the ball, maybe use some boost, then I end up with an empty tank. I can't do anything anymore. So if you don't have the option to drive away with a dribble safely, it's always suggested to give it a hard hit. Of course, favorable to another player of your team or towards the goal. So if you're in defense, you try to adjust your position to where the ball is. So if it's at midline, I stand in the middle because I get the best coverage on two sides. That means if I have to be last, I can just get here, cover for the boost, the same on the other side. If it's the middle, I just block the middle, try to recover the field boost, and then return to corner here or corner there, depending on where the action is. So you choose the opposite corner to get full boost. And the same thing, the same pattern happens in front. If one or two players are in front, one sets it up, the other shoots to your third person. if the left one rotates forward, you can cover up to the left, then let him rotate round. And then you can make your move here. If they defend the ball to the right of the goal, you can block the ball here, recover the boost here, get back, guard this boost. Same line on the other side, of course. Now if the ball is closer to the goal and the defense is kind of stuck, and you can block him here, you can block him here, you could go for the shot and recover for this boost. Go instantly back to this boost and guard. If there's someone in the middle, you don't need to go middle, otherwise you always need to cover middle, depending on the triangles that you're forming, or lines if it's twos. The same thing if you take the half of the field, so it's a quarter. You're going to use the same lines, you're going to use the same diagonals from here to here. And these lines are also, these are secondary priority. And it's when you're especially handy in the offense, when they're clearing the ball and you can block them on the half of the half here. So if you're in the middle and you draw a straight line to the middle of the field, to the middle of the wall, by the middle of the half of the half, like I say, anywhere where the ball's going to land on that line, if you hit it in this angle and you pinch straight into the bar, a little bit on the right side of the ball, trying to get the same angle on the other side of the ball, it's always going to go towards the goal. The same angle here, ball hits here, and then we'll end up in the middle. So those are the secondary diagonals. Now the diagonals are very important. In lower levels, they usually just go up the line. So they go up here, move up to the corner, try to get the ball in the middle. If someone saves, third player will here try to get the rebound. If they play it up to the wall to save it to the left here, try to get it out. Right player is going to cover here, try to push the ball back in. Now, what I wanted to say was that if you just play the sides, it's very, very predictable. No matter if you're high up the wall or low up the wall. So everybody in the defense will know if you do something here, it's going to end up in front of the goal. Now, if you're in threes or twos and you have a teammate and someone is coming from the right of the field and lets the ball open, and you can get a hit here on this ball, pinching the ball, you can always pinch it towards the goal. So the corner makes it, the angle makes it very easy to predict how it's going to end up. So if you can get the hang of those angles, it's going to be very hard for the defense to anticipate on it, because you're cutting into an action of a teammate, which changes the course of the play. But your teammate knows that you're going to hit it here and that the ball will end up in front of the goal. So if he's carrying the ball here, lets it go for you to touch it, you can immediately anticipate on the ball coming in front of the goal. If he doesn't make it, you're going to have the rebound yourself, and he can rotate again. So what I'm saying is that these blocking angles from the middle are very important. and can be very effective in offense or even just clearing the ball. Of course, when you're in defense, you have to be more careful that you don't take a short angle, because if I approach it too straight here and hit the ball straight onto the wall like that, of course it's going to end up right here in the middle. And any ball towards the middle ending at the midline you want to avoid as a defender. So if you're in that goal trying to defend and you want to clear a ball, the ball has to land behind this line. And the higher you go in level, the further you have to clear a ball for it to actually be cleared, so nobody will get a direct rebound shot on the goal. Of course, for a low level play, it could happen that you just hit it into the wall and that there's no one to shoot it in on the rebound. So again, following the lines here, very predictable for the opponent. Trying to incorporate diagonal play, a lot more difficult. So trying to get a hang of these angles here. And eventually your play will just actually go from boost to boost. And then as good as never, you will run out of boost or be in trouble for boost. So once you get the hang of the 100% locations, which is only 6 diagonally and on the sidelines. So once you get the hang of those, you can it becomes an automatism for the brain, so you don't have to think about it. It's all muscle memory. So then you can start focusing on the little ones. Then you have to make a point in your play to try and follow these lines wherever you are. Even trying to avoid using the 100%. Just so your brain gets the hang of those lines for the small boost. Because the higher in level you go, the more important the small boosts become. But again, doesn't matter which level, if your team is using the boost more quicker than the other team, they can put more pressure on the other team, and that equals that the other team has less time to go for boost, and eventually they will just end up without boost and with empty tanks. Because one, you're stealing all the 100% boost on left and right, but you're also trying to get the small ones in front of their goal with the people that are right in front of the goal action. And that's how you dry the other team out. So of course at lower levels it doesn't matter that much. But the more pressure you put on the opponent, the quicker you will win. Because if the opponent doesn't reach your goal, you can't score. Simple as that. So if you're attacking for 5 minutes, the ball's gonna go in for eventually. So yes, attack is always the best defense. Only if you can pull it off. If your opponent is better, then you have to start with your defense and build from that. So the better your line work is with the boost, the more boost you will get. Defend back to the goal, back to boost. Defend midline, get out of the action, back to boost, let the others take the rebound. Take a shot, back to the corner, steal the boost, get back, attack the other boost, take it if necessary, attack, steal the boost again, back to the midline, or the corner. get it, get back out of the action, boost back. So in gameplay, when I'm playing, it's hard to put a percentage of it, but I'd like to say the majority of boost I use to get to other boost. And that's a very, very important thing to know, because a lot of new players and even some longer veteran players don't use that. So what I mean is that after every action I do, if I see that I don't have the opportunity anymore to continue the action or to defend the ball towards my goal, so there won't be a kick towards the goal. If I see that my action is done and I put the ball in front or something for another player, I instantly go to boost. And once you know for 100% certainty that you're gonna be the one that will get that 100% boost first, with 100% certainty, you can always just empty your tank fully until you get the boost. This is also how players steal boosts. They just pump their thing empty and steal the boosts everywhere. So the point is, if you're gonna reach a boost, what you have left in your tank is all a waste. So you might as well use it. This is why I approach the ball with the boost I need to have the touch on the ball I need. If it's hard or soft, doesn't matter. Then I do my actions, and as soon as I see that I don't need to continue my action, I return and I try to find my way to the next full 100% boost. And by that, you of course use more boost to get to other boosts. Also, if I'm stealing, I hit the ball here on the wall towards the goal. I might have used 20 boosts, so I have 80 in the tank. I just steal this one, get back, and I'm ready to steal this one again. So I used 30 or 40 boosts while I gained 300. So I wasted 260. But what I wasted comes at cost of the opponent. So they have less. And that's what it's all about. So the higher in level you are, the more boosts you steal from your opponent, the more chances you're gonna get. Very simple. That's my chapter about the boosts. Thanks for watching.